Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. It's Friday today, so end of the week. I thought we'll start the end of the week exactly like we started the beginning of the week. So where we did part 1 of the pack 10 of the Agora Models Routemaster, we're going to finish pack 10 today. So that means we're going to be doing stages 96 to 100, and I have got somewhere here it is, my tripod, which I'm going to need because it's getting really hard to film now. The model is so big, it's actually behind me at the moment. Now I have done a lot of things already to this which I have filmed, and for that reason I'm not exactly following the instructions. They are all over the place, but I'm going to try and follow the instructions as much as I can. And then I will intercede with the bits that I've already filmed. Mainly, I've attached the roof now and I've done all the electrics as well. So you'll see what I'm doing on that. Plus, there's an excellent way to do the roof, which I've got to do a big thank you for Dave Say for advising how to do that. Because believe me, trying to get the roof on with all of the upright poles from the chairs is a living nightmare if you don't do Dave Say's method. So check that out later on in this build. But if you want to get this for yourself, I have put a link down here in the video description. You can get this all the way from pack 1. But we're going to start now with stage 96. Let's get cracking. So as you can see, there's lots of parts in stage 96. I already got some screws here from when I actually screwed down the top of the bus. You're going to see that later on. I'm just going to get these all out. So we're going to start with this lovely metal rear section frame of the bus, and we're going to make the brake light. So for the brake light, we've got this little case here, and we have got a tiny lens just to put in that. I've got this habit of saying tiny twice. I don't know where that's come from, but there you go. That looks just like that. And then this is just going to go into this indent on this section just here. So put that in just like that. And it's going to be screwed in with some AP screws. Takes 2 of these. So one that side and just one on the other side just there. Now we've also got a light bracket. This is a clear piece, quite tiny, looking just like that. That's just going to go underneath this section just here. So I'm turning this upside down. It's going to go on that way, just like that, so that the flat end is resting in the open area there. That's going to be held in with NM screws. I'm telling you, there certainly is a lot to do in this stage. Packs 9 and 10 of this build, obviously I had to split it down into 2 because there is so much to do. There you go. Just put that to one side for a second, because now we're going to be affixing the number plate. This is a plastic frame, but the number plate is actually metal. So we're going to be putting that into this recess here. The number plate goes this way round so that the open area is to the top, and that's what way it's there. So it's not upside down. Going to put this in just from the other side here with some NM screws. And that one there is number 2. And then we're going to be attaching this onto what we've just been working on previously. As you can see, we've got the brake section there. This is going to be going into that indent that we can just see there. So just get this lined up. And there we go. And that's going to be screwed in once again with NM screws. So that's the first one, and one more just on the other side. Now we want to piece these 2 parts of the frame together. So we've got this part looking like this, and we've got this one that's going to go over the top just like this here. Now that's going to be held in with MM screws in these 3 holes here. Going into metal, so I have put it in some oil. And let's get this first one in here. Only lightly, and then I'll put the other 2 in here and here. And there you go, probably best on the side camera. That's the back section completed. Now this is where I've had to get my camera ready, because even though we fitted these sides here, the bits that we haven't fitted are the GM screws into these 5 positions here. So I've got some GM screws loaded up, and I'm going to get these into position. And there you go, that's all of those in place. Now the next thing they want us to do is to take off this section here and reroute this cable down here like you can see that I've already done. Now I have already done that, and I did film that earlier, so I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, probably one of the hardest things you're going to do on this build is to actually put this roof on while at the same time getting these inner rods inside the roof there. So what I've done is I've done a video showing how that's done, and believe me, Dave Say has been a lifesaver for this. What you have to do is take off the whole top and then split it into panels, and then put this panel in first, then the middle panel, then the end panel, and then put this all over the top. And once you've done that, you put TM screws in here to connect this section to this section. You've got your JP screws where they were anyway. You're actually putting AP screws in just to put the mirror in on that side. And then the only other thing to make sure that you've done before you put that on is that you take this section off here so you can pass the wire from the top of the stairs out, as you can see here, the back of the Routemaster there. But I will show you those in the instructions as they come up. But yeah, definitely one of the hardest things to do. While I've done that as well, I've also tidied the wires up ready for this side to go in. But I'm glad that's done, because pretty much now that's in, that's the whole bus pretty much ready for the front panels. So we've got lots of screws left over from this stage, and we've also got the glass for this section that's going behind, but that's all there is to do in that stage. So we're going to be taking this section here. Do you remember that? I think that was from stage 60 and the window, and with the red piece facing upwards towards us, this is going to be going on top just like that. And it's going to be secured in with some DP screws. And there you go, that's in place that side. That's what it's looking like from that side. So we're then going to be putting this section just onto the back here, making sure I'm not pinching any of the wires here. This wire here just needs to go on top of this little connection there. But it's held in first off by two JP screws, slip down into here and here. So once again, very difficult to film, but we've got a JP screw in here, one here, one this side, and there's actually two which go underneath the base just here and here. But that's the back section in. The only other thing they wanted me to do is just to connect, I don't know if you can see that, the railing, try and focus that up for you, inside to make that complete. Okay, so I've put the bus back over on this section now. Now we're going to be putting this lovely metal section just onto the top here like that. It's only resting on at the moment, but I have got a strip to put in, the front strip. Now this is what the strip looks like. It has got some guides which we want to face down, but I want to attach the front section first and then do the sides, which will eventually bend down. Now they're going to be affixed with NM screws, so I'll get them in now. And there you go, not going to lie, that was hard. I actually started at this one here and then worked my way along, and then that managed to get that into place, and obviously I've done around the sides as well. All I'm going to do now is exactly the same thing in all the holes on the top there. So as you can see, they're all in. We're then going to be moving down to this section here, and we've got these rain sheets here, which are just going to go into the indent on the window there, and they're held in with BP screws on each side. So basically, every window that's got an opening on it will have one of these weather lips. Now, The ones on the top are F2. The ones on the bottom are F1. You will see I've got one spare just over here because we still need to put that panel on. I believe we do that in the next stage, but that is all there is to do in this stage. So in stage 98, as you can see here, I've got this massive piece of roof, and I've also got some trim that's going to go on as well. But they want me to tidy the electrics up first. I have done that previously, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. And as you can see, the electrics they wanted bundled together, coming out of this section here, down into that. So that's how that's looking there. And then on the back here, we've got two ends from the top roof lights. And then we've got the interior light from the stairs just there as well. And we're wrapping around things like the brake lights and stuff just there. But now all of those electrics are in. It does mean now I can put on this final panel. So I'll get this in and show you what this looks like. And there you go. As you can see, that's all in. Basically, GM screws along the top and the bottom. FM screws down this section just there. And then all the other screws are JP screws in there. We're actually going to now put the top section on next to what we've already done just here. So that's going to go on like that. And once again, it's held in with NM screws down here. Now, if I just go back over here to my workstation, you will see that I've got some strips. They're going to be used in the next stage. So as you can see, they're all in place. And that's all there is to do in that stage. So that leads us to stage 99, pretty similar to what we've just done. We've got another piece of the roof to put on, and we've got some more of those strips and some more NM screws. And I'm going to start this stage by putting these strips along the front of the top there. Now this is a strip that comes from issue 98, slightly angled at the front, and that needs to point towards the front. So I'm going to put this into place. These are actually kept in with NM screws. So as you can see there, that angled section's going in the same angle on the corner there. Put NM screws all throughout this strip, and then we're going to do exactly the same on the other side. So there you go. That's the other side in as well. And then similar to what we done last time, we're going to be putting this top section here just into position. And again, using NM screws to put that completely into place. So as you can see, that's in place. And then in a similar fashion to what we done on the lips there, we're going to be putting one each side just here. They came in this pack, as you can see there. You know what, I can hardly feel my hand now, but that's both of those done on that side. That's all there is to do in that stage. So as you can see, the last stage of this, we've got another couple of bits of trim, and we've got the sort of cage that's going to go around the front of the bus where the signage is. So basically I'm just holding this in where it goes. This is just going to go onto the front of the bus there, once again held in with NM screws. And when we attach it to the front, we do need this little section here that's going to go over the top here as a little bit of trim, and that's what's going to hold it into place just there. Making sure that all lines up there. Looks good. Excellent. So I'll get this on the bus. And as you can see, that's in perfectly there. Now at the sides, we've got these ones here, which are slightly angled at the top, which are just going to go in each side here. That's going to pin this section together there. So as you can see, that one's in there. That's the other side. The last thing to do is just along this edge here. Oh, my window's just fallen down. Let's put that back up. We've got a bit of trim to put in again. It looks like that. And that's just going to go in here. It is angled again at the edge. So I'll just figure it out which way it goes. I think it is that way. I will double check that. So as you can see, that's in. They only want us to put 3 screws in at the moment. No more, no less. We're going to do those ones afterwards. But that is all there is to do in that stage. And what a massive pack. That's all there is to do in that pack. That was an absolute insane amount to do. But it looks absolutely amazing. I'm sure you'll agree. If you want to get this for yourself, I have put the link down here to the Agora Models website. You can get that all the way from pack 1. But I really hope you like that video. Just so you know, the recording time for part 2 was 2.5 hours. I don't know how much the editing's going to be. Anyway, I really hope you like that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.